Some more news on the Mickey's Toontown reimagining, the transformation of this entire land. It's pretty cool, though. It is pretty cool, and we're going to talk about it up next. Hey everybody, welcome aboard. Welcome aboard to another episode of Orange Grove 55. So in this video, we're going to talk a little bit about Mickey's Toontown. There was some news that dropped yesterday, kind of confirming some stuff that we kind of already knew. If you're in the loop, you kind of already knew it, but it's interesting nonetheless. Okay, so the Disney Parks blog dropped this yesterday, and it says the transformation of Mickey's Toontown at Disneyland Park begins soon. And it goes on to say here, when Mickey's Toontown reopens in 2023, it will still be home to favorite attractions such as Roger Rabbit's Cartoon Spin, Mickey's House, and Minnie's House. Plus, other attractions will be reimagined in new and exciting ways, including Gadget's Go Coaster, Goofy's House, and Donald's Boat. Okay, so this is fascinating. This is actually very, very fascinating. Now, look, there was a lot of chatter. There was a lot of murmurs, talk about, oh, wow, is Roger Rabbit's Cartoon Spin safe? Because when they dropped that concept art a few months ago, the signage, I guess, on the art for Roger Rabbit's Cartoon Spin was very nondescript. So people thought that ride wasn't safe. Like maybe they were going to get rid of Roger Rabbit. And I always thought that whole kind of like narrative and like kind of speculation was kind of bullshit, because like Disney announced a little bit prior to that they were going to reimagine that ride with Jessica Rabbit, turning her into a private eye, like a detective. So why would they announce that whole change for Jessica Rabbit if they were just going to get rid of the ride? I've always felt that Cartoon Spin was safe after they announced the Jessica Rabbit changes. But the fandom was like speculating over whether it was going to get removed or not. Like, no, it's safe. So yeah, as expected, Roger Rabbit's Cartoon Spin is safe. As expected, Mickey's House, of course, that's safe. Minnie's House, of course, that's safe. Now, the other stuff on here, like the Gadget Go Coaster. Let's take a few minutes and talk about that. Okay. Chip and Dale right now are kind of hot. Like, look, and you go to the parks, and I've noticed this the past 6 months, maybe or so. There's been a lot of Chip and Dale merchandise at the parks. A lot. And a lot of this merchandise is total fire. Okay. It's total fire. The Chip and Dale merchandise has been really, really good, but it's definitely a lot more than usual. And I think that's mostly because of Chip and Dale have a new show on Disney Plus called Park Life. Okay. And they have a new movie coming out. I don't know if you guys saw the hilarious trailer for Rescue Rangers, the live action hybrid the other day, which looks pretty funny. But yeah, Chip and Dale has a lot going on right now. So it's really no surprise that they're pushing the Chip and Dale merch the past few months. With Gadget's Go Coaster, look, Gadget, a lot of kids have no idea who Gadget is. They just don't. I'm an old geezer. I love Gadget. I think she was great in Rescue Rangers, but a lot of kids now, they don't know who that is, unfortunately. So when they say they're going to reimagine Gadget's Go Coaster, my guess, and this is just pure speculation, but my guess would be they're going to have more of a Chip and Dale focus of the attraction. So they're going to keep the coaster. They're just going to kind of window dress it differently. Instead of having it be Gadget's Go Coaster, it'll probably be something along the lines of Chip and Dale's Coaster or something like that. Because number one, they got the new Rescue Rangers movie coming out on D+. And I just think Chip and Dale is much more marketable than Gadget. I just think it is. So that's the approach I think they're going to go. It's not going to be drastic. They're not going to bulldoze the attraction and build something new there. Nothing like that. It's going to be window dressing. It'll just be a new kind of focus in terms of like a like theme direction. And I think they're going to go in more of a Chip and Dale direction as opposed to a gadget direction. Goofy's house and Donald's boat. These are the most useless pieces of property in Toontown. Goofy's house. It used to be Goofy's bounce house, and I don't even know how long that lasted. It wasn't very long. They got rid of the bouncy part of it, and it's just a waste of space. Donald's boat, again, is a waste of space. You go in there and you can pull a few interactive levers and buttons or whatever, but it's pointless, okay? Both of these are very pointless. So I'm very happy to see Goofy's house and Donald's boat getting some freshening up, getting some reimagining. They need it. For Goofy's house, it's a pretty small building, but I wouldn't mind them putting like maybe some kind of like shop there. To be honest with you, that'd be fine for me. Maybe some little quick service food thing. I don't know. I'm fine with any of that. Donald's boat, I don't really know what you can do with that. It's kind of weird. We'll see. I'm very curious though. But this is very fascinating stuff. Toontown will close. It says here early on in the article that Mickey's Toontown will close March 9th, 2022, and will reopen early 2023. So it'll be closed for about a year. So this is fascinating. So look, what a difference a few years makes. If I never would have guessed, if you would have asked 2017, 2018 OG 55, hey, what do you think the fate of Toontown is? I would have told you that it was going to get demolished and make way for Galaxy's Edge expansion or Fantasyland. And here we are. Not only is that not happening, but they're doubling down on Toontown. And I think a big reason for that is the success of the Mickey Mouse cartoons, the new ones that have been going on with the Disney Channel for a long time. Those have been wildly successful. I think that's really a big part of why they've kind of have a little more faith in Mickey's Toontown now. It's fascinating stuff. Now, we'll see. One thing I do want to address, though, before we go, is that I would love to see, and this might be a controversial opinion. Okay, that's fine. But in the movie Who Framed Roger Rabbit, there was the Ink and Paint Club. Okay, the Ink and Paint Club. I would love to see an Ink and Paint Club come to Mickey's Toontown where adults can go. It's an adult venue. You go in, you can have a drink, specialty drinks. Disney's very good at those specialty alcoholic beverages, things like that. I would love to see an Ink and Paint Club at Toontown. And I understand why some people might be against that. And I totally respect that, and it's a fair concern for sure. But I just personally would absolutely love that. And look, if they can't do it in Mickey's Toontown, put it in Hollywoodland at DCA. That whole old Hollywood thing works great at DCA. That would be so cool. Coming off of Buena Vista Street and you walk into Hollywoodland, you get to go into the Ink and Paint Club. Something like that would be really, really awesome. It might be better served actually in DCA, to be honest with you. But I really do want to see an Ink and Paint Club. I think there's a lot of money-making potential there in terms of the drinks and everything. And I just think it would be a really cool themed experience. Hey, look, the themed bars are big business at Disney. Big business. And something like that would be huge, massive. So, I don't know. But again, I understand the concern, though, building something like that in Toontown. But if fans don't want it in Toontown, I'm totally cool with putting it in Hollywoodland. Hollywoodland at DCA needs the love anyway. So put it in Hollywoodland. I don't care. Just build it. But anyway, what do you guys think about this Toontown news? Are you surprised? I'm really not. I mean, this is all kind of stuff we kind of already knew if you're following. But if you are surprised, comment below with what you're surprised about. If you're not surprised, let me know. Are you excited about this? Are you not excited about this? I would love to hear from you guys. Thank you all so much for watching OG 55. And as always, have a wonderful, wonderful day.